where Corey Johnson is going to be executed tonight if there's not a continuation of. He doesn't have a stay.
There's motions for a stay, as far as the last time I checked.
Okay.
There are motions for a stay, which may hold it up depending on the validity of the argument. You know, what we're hearing from the Supreme Court is actually complaints in some of the, well, in the Lisa Montgomery denial, one of them, there was a complaint. You know, why are you guys waiting till the end, to the last minute? Because that's part of what's happened, is that when you file at the last minute, they have to take the time. And of course, that's what they should do. They should take the time to study what these issues are. And in the case of Corey Johnson tonight, it's a question of his mental acuity, whether he fully understands, whether he reaches the level of intelligence, of mental capacity to understand what's happening. We do know he has a learning disability. We do know that there are issues that need to be looked at, and you know, that's what it's all about today. That's what the holdup is. However, we have seen that already, and we've seen is the U.S. Supreme Court basically rubber stamping these execution warrants and letting them go. You know, this will be the 12th in a row where they've not been able to stop it.
The 12th in a row since July.
Since the resumption of federal executions in July
of this year.
First federal execution since 2003.
You would call it I would call it a rash of executions.
We're calling it an execution spree. A federal execution spree. For what purpose, we don't know, because we thought it was about. I was wrong. I thought that Donald Trump was going to use it as an election campaign tool to say, you Democrats are weak, you won't execute, you need to explain why you won't kill these killers. And it turned out he never said anything.
Yeah.
So now the question really has to be, why? Why are we doing this? It's not about justice, because if it was about justice, then we'd be going the other way. Yeah. So they're just doing everything they can to kill people.
So the anticipation is that the Biden administration will bring an end to these executions, so it even feels more rushed and futile and horrible. Abe and I are of the opinion that executing anyone under any condition the federal government should not be engaging in. In this particular case, as in every case, there are its own details.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, Doug, anybody that saw the insurrection that happened at the U.S. Capitol last week, you know, in another country, in another time, they'd be lining people up and just shooting them. Anybody that did that.
And
right?
we're more civilized than this.
Well, and the reality here is that we don't want that. We don't want the government doing that. But when they can use the death penalty for political purposes like this, sooner or later you go further down the road to a space where it gets out of hand.
Yeah.
This is out of hand enough, but if somebody can end up using the death penalty for political purposes, that's the path that they're heading down, and it's awful. So
I'm going to walk around and let people see some of the folks that are out here. We'll let you see sort of what's happening here.
Sign the petitions at deathpenaltyaction.org.
Deathpenaltyaction.org. So I'm going to turn this camera around for you all. So we're out here. You can see that there are people standing on the side of the road. We're in Indiana, as I mentioned, so it's wintry cold, even though there's no snow on the ground. And let you see some of these people. Hi, we're live streaming this. Is it okay if we show you? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So these are some of the folks that are out here. Hi there, we're live streaming this. Is it okay if we let people see you? Okay. Thanks for your witness and being out here today. I'll just add a little commentary as we go. This is this small 2-lane road, and cars are driving right here, of course, on this little road right by got permission from these folks to live stream them, so we're okay. So you can see it's a group, you know, of a number of dozens of people that are here. This is the federal penitentiary over here where prisoners are held and will be executed. What will happen tonight, it's very grim. Cars will come down this road where these cars are facing and turn down this parking lot, and they will then have the media witnesses, the people who watch this execution happen, to be sure that it follows the appropriate guidelines. There's this strange level of like making this somehow seem civilized and good, and yet this is what's going on. Then they'll drive in, is what we saw the other night, in about 45 minutes after they entered. It was publicly stated that Lisa Montgomery was pronounced dead by lethal injection. So that's likely what will happen tonight if the Supreme Court doesn't do the right thing and spare the life of Corey Johnson. Now, I can't speak for everyone out here, but I've spoken to many of them, and many of us are not trying to at all justify what Corey Johnson is. And this is not trying to say that he is innocent. It's trying to say we should not kill people as a punishment for their crimes. A lot of people don't want to think about this, talk about it. It's a difficult and complicated issue. And part of the reason we're out here is not only to support his life and to let someone not be executed without people of this country and people of faith standing with them, and also to raise moral witness against our government for doing such a thing, but also to help raise awareness for all of us about how we should and could think about these issues. So thank you for paying attention to this. We'll be doing some updates over the course of the night as we go on.